Hi, everyone. Welcome. It's very nice and good to see all of you. Even though I know 1 p.m. can be sometimes hard time, but also it can be lunchtime, so we can eat and do whatever we do and also have some consciousness together. Today it's the new moon of Aquarius. I hope you watched last night the new moon with Michael Berg and Monica Berg and the amazing meditation of Karen. If you didn't, I really recommend to go and to see the replay because there are very, very good insights over there that Michael explained. One of the things that Michael explained, from few points he shared, it's all about, the energy that exists in these months. We know the picture of this month, it's a person that with a bucket and he's with water, sharing the water. And Michael said that these months, there is the ability to connect with abundance, with a lot of abundance. But in order for us to connect with abundance, we need to work on our ego. We need to break our ego. We need to change the desire to receive oneself alone. And we need to be buckets to others. It means like I need to be like the bucket, like share the water, share the energy with other people. And Michael said something amazing. He said, we don't want the months to end and then we stop and say, just a second, but where is all the abundance I've been promised from the light that it's actually exists in the cosmos? Why I didn't receive all the abundance? So this is one of the things we would like to start to work on, and to remind ourselves every day. Again, this work we can do every month, but especially this month, because abundance, we're not talking about just about money. We're talking about everything we need, like as health, money, as energy, certainty, connection with the light, all of those things that can support us in our spiritual work to be better people and better version of ourselves, to bring more energy to our life, and for sure to inject and to influence others and to create more unity, love in the world. Because if I have it, I can share it. If I don't have it, I can share it. And this is why, one of the things that last week we started to do, and unfortunately somehow it didn't record, so I couldn't share it, but we started to do meditations, right? And I give you just just the taste of one of the meditations that we mentioned over there, that it's good for us, like few minutes a day, to stop everything, to quiet our mind, to concentrate for 5-10 minutes a day, while you're doing your connection, so you can give another 5 or 10 minutes and to check what's going on in my mind, what's going on in my thoughts, what's going on in my feelings, what's going on with my reactive system, and then to ask some questions, why I feel like that, what is the reason, to look for the roots, but in a nice way, not in a pressure way, just to be observed, to see what's going on, because the Zohar says that the soul is talking to us every day and screams what we're supposed to do, and it says the Zohar, nobody listened, right? So we want to start to listen, first of all, to what's going on in my body, in my thoughts, in my feelings, while I'm doing it, and I start to remove klipot. B'ezrat Hashem, I hope we can connect and start to listen more and more to our soul and to what the soul needs from us to do, okay? So this month especially, we want to have the time to stop every day and to think and to recalculate and to meditate. Because as Michael Berg mentioned, we see, like, I don't know if you pay attention, but last month, Capricorn went so fast that it's unbelievable. Usually Capricorn, it's very heavy months, right? I don't know if you remember, but it's very heavy months. It was like, not heavy, fast, quick, disappeared. And like, what? It's already Aquarius? What's going on, right? I was in shock that, like, already Aquarius, right? But yes, Aquarius is here, but we see that time flies. Things like happen in very, very fast way. So it means also the blessings can come in a fast way, not just the negative things. Now, if I'm not stopping and recalculating all the time, so what will happen? I will be stuck in the past, or will have worries about the future, and then I'm planting seeds in the present time, either from the past or either from the worries of the future. So then every day I can face the same problems, the same worries, the same frustrations, right? And you know what? They can even grow. So if I want to change all of those negative energies and thoughts and all of this pressure that right now we can face in the world, I have to stop, to recalculate, to meditate, to have better choices, and to start to plant new seeds. Because Baal Shem Tov explained, Baal Shem Tov used to sit next to the river, and he used to look, one of the stories that he used to go sit next to the river for like 3 hours, right, at night. And it was a guy over there that it was a small, like a factory, and he was the guardian, and he see Baal Shem Tov like going every night, and he said, what he's doing at night, like, I need to check what he's doing. So he decided to follow him a few nights. So he followed him in a few nights, and he sits next to the river, look at the river. It looked like he's doing nothing, not praying, not like nothing. Then he stand up and go back home. So one day he says, you know what, I have to stop him and to ask him, because I know he's a huge Kabbalist, and I'm sure he's doing something, but I want to learn what he's doing. So he stopped him and he told him, listen, I'm sorry to bother you, and I'm sorry for what I did, but I just saw you every day going to the river, and I followed you for a few nights, and I saw you just sitting, staring at the water, then standing up and go home. And I'm sorry I did it, but I'm really curious, like, what are you doing? So the Baal Shem Tov looked at him and he asked him, what are you doing? So he told him, oh, me, I'm a guardian. There is the factory here nearby. I'm just a guardian, So Baal Shem Tov told him, thank God for giving me the answer. I'm also a guardian. So he said, what? Are you a guardian? No, you're a Kabbalist. I don't think you're a guardian. So Baal Shem Tov told him, I'm guarding myself from myself. I'm guardian myself from myself. What I'm doing, I'm actually, when I'm staring in the water, I'm looking at myself. It means I'm looking into my day. Everything that happened in my day, I'm looking into it. The type of behavior, my reactive system, if I could think differently, how I thinking about things. And after I see everything I did, right, or I didn't do, I'm making choices. How should I behave and what I should do in the following day? And this is what I'm doing every day. Because we know, so the guy told him, the guardian told him, oh my God, that's an amazing thing, I'm already a guardian. So now if you're going to teach me how to transform my consciousness, so I can also guard myself from myself. Because we know that the Kabbalists explain that we are the number one enemy of ourselves. We the ones that destroying ourselves. We want to be happy, wealthy, feel good, joy, love, right? All of those good things, but actually we kind of hurting ourselves every day with negative thoughts, with bad food, bad drinks, don't sleep well, not exercising, like doing so many like negative things to ourselves without even knowing. And we think, I can do whatever I want and still feel good. We can keep trying, but as we can see, it can't continue like that. It can't work like that. And the universe is showing us every day, because the light entered in a strong way to the world, that we have to change. We have to prepare our vessel for the light that entering every day. And the light is very strong. So we need to prepare the vessel to receive this light, okay? So I would like to read something from the Rav, the introduction from Yedid Nafshi, beloved of my soul, but this is the introduction. It's from education of a Kabbalist. And it's talking about the money, because sometimes we can have stress about money. So let's talk about money a little bit and the consciousness behind it. So he's saying, כל הכסף כבר נמצא באוצרות של רבי שמעון. The entire money is, it's already exists in the treasury of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. Admor Mori Zatzal הזכיר לי בכל פעם. He says, my teacher, right, the Rav Brandwein, the teacher of the Rav, remind me each time, שאלו שמקדישים את כל החיים, those that given all their lives, אך ורק להפצת הלימוד של חוכמת הקבלה, just to spread the knowledge of Kabbalah, תמיד יהיה להם חסרון כיס. Always they will kind of feel they're missing money. They're not going to have enough money. זאת אומרת, what does it mean? זאת אומרת, שלמרות שכל הכסף שלהם עומד לטובת המטרה, even though all their money that they have, it's just for one reason, for the goal that they have, to spread Kabbalah, to print books, to print the Zohar, to spread the Zohar, to teach people, to help people, to spread the light in the world. So they invest in the money in that. טבעי שישאלו את עצמם, it's obvious, it's like natural that they will ask themselves, מדוע הקדוש ברוך הוא לא עוזר יותר? Why the light doesn't help me more? Because look, I'm doing good deeds, I'm sharing, I'm giving, I'm helping, I'm spreading the Zohar, spreading Kabbalah. So my consciousness and my money is to spread Kabbalah. So why the light doesn't help me more? Right? He's saying it's obvious question that we can ask. המקובל מבין שהשאלה הזאת לא באה בחשבון. So he said the Kabbalists understand that this question, he can't have it in his mind. בגלל החיזיון בהיקף, יש חשבון מדוע אין חשבון. He says, we can't calculate. So he's saying, אנו מוצאים בהרבה כתבים שהמקובלים דיברו על חסרון כיס. We find in different books of the Kabbalists that they were talking about they don't have enough money. Rabbi Shmuel Vital, one of them, Rabbi Shmuel Vital, the son of Rabbi Chaim Vital, that he actually was the writer. He write the Kitvei Ari, everything that Rabbi Chaim Vital said and from the students. So he write the writings of the Ari HaKadosh. So he says, כתב על כך רבי יהודה הלוי אשלג בעל הסולם, רבי יהודה אשלג says, זכותו כאן לאמן, רצה להוציא מילון לכל המילים והמושגים של הקבלה. He said that he want to print a book with all of the words and what is the intention behind and the explanation behind the words, like a dictionary for all the words of Kabbalah. אך בגלל חסרון כיס, המילון לא ראה אור עד היום. He said because he didn't have the money, that book didn't see light till today, till this book appeared. אדמו"ר מורי זצ"ל הבטיח לי, so his teacher Rav Brandwein promised him, שבעת שיהיה מוכן להדפיס איזה ספר של קבלה אני אזכה. He says, the Rav said that his teacher, Rav Brandwein, told him, when he will be ready and have the desire and want to print any book of Kabbalah, אני כן אזכה, I will have the merit, והכסף יגיע אליי על מנת לשלם לבית הדפוס, and the money will come to me that I can pay to the print house. אני זוכר שבשנת תשל"ג, so the Rav said, I remember in 1973, it was תשל"ג, החלטנו להדפיס באנגלית שתי הקדמות של רבי יהודה אשלג, like 2 books of the הקדמות of רבי יהודה אשלג, ולא היה שום כסף לשלם לבית הדפוס, and we didn't have any money to pay to the print house. רק מפני שבעל בית הדפוס שמח על המילה שלנו. So they just, the owner of the print house, right? He just, he took their word that they're going to pay. They give him nothing. They just told him, listen, you're going to print, we're going to pay you. Can you imagine? Like it's unbelievable. הוא התחיל להדפיס, so he started to print without even receiving any money from them. בלי לקבל מקדמה של כסף, without receiving any money. בעת שיצאנו מהדפוס, when I walked out of the print house, שאלתי את הרבנית קרן אשתי, שתחיה. He says, I asked, when we went out from the print house, I asked my wife Karen, מאיפה יגיע הכסף? Where are we going to have the money to pay? ואיך אנחנו נשלם עבור ההדפסה? How are we going to pay to this print house? והיא הזכירה לי, and she reminded me, שהאדמו"ר מורי זצ"ל, my teacher רב ברנדווין, הבטיח לי, he promised me, שמתי שיהיה צורך לשלם, that when it will be time that I need to pay עבור הדפסת ספרי קבלה, to pay for Kabbalah books, to print Kabbalah books, הכסף יגיע, the money will appear. מפני שכל הכסף כבר מוכן, because all the money is already ready, ונמצא באוצרות של רבי שמעון בר יוחאי, and exist in the treasury of רבי שמעון בר יוחאי. והאוצרות של רבי שמעון בר יוחאי מלאים עם כסף, and the treasury of רבי שמעון, the treasures of רבי שמעון בר יוחאי, they are full with money, full with money. וכך באמת החלטנו להתחיל להדפיס את כל הספרים של המכון, and we decided to print all the books of the center, וישיבת כל יהודה and ישיבת כל יהודה. לא חשבנו, we didn't think, ולא שמנו לב לשאלה, we didn't pay attention to the question, מאיפה יגיע הכסף התשלומים, from where the money will come to pay. And this is something very, very powerful and very, very important for us to understand, that if we, the first time they ask and then Karen remind the Rav, so that's it. If the money is in the treasury of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai and Rav Barman promise that every time you want to print a Kabbalah book, the money will appear, the money you will have the money, don't worry, just do it. That's it. So the Rav said, so since then, we didn't have the question from where the money will come. And as we can see, Blen Hara, thank God, we see how many Kabbalah books the Rav wrote, and Karen and the kids, and they print all of those books, right? From a time that they didn't have any money to pay to the print house, but the money appeared. התחלנו להדפיס כל ספר שבא לידינו. We start to print any book that we have. וברוך השם, תודה לאל, and thank God, לא קרה אף פעם. It never happened שלא שילמנו לבית הדפוס בזמן שהבטחנו לשלם. That we didn't pay to the print house at the time we promised we're going to pay. עד היום בלי הנרה, till today, בלי הנרה, thank God. And then the Rav continue, and you can read it in the introduction of the Rav, in the education of a Kabbalist. So what we want to take from it, as a Kabbalah students, we talked many times about certainty. When we put in our mind questions as doubts, we're going to have more doubts. When we have a doubt, we create an empty space. When we create empty space, Satan is entering and put more darkness, and he add more dark questions, more doubt questions. And then we feel, instead of like increasing our energy, we going down. Now, in the 1% world, we continue doing the work. 1% work, going to work, or maybe in Zoom, or meeting clients and doing everything we know. But in the spiritual levels, we start to go down without paying attention. And remember, what affecting the 1% world, it's the 99. So if I'm disconnecting from the 99, doesn't matter how much I know and how good I'm at in my profession, right? So what will happen? People will feel my energy. People will feel my doubts. People will feel my stress. People will feel all of those negativity, even though I will smile. And I will be nice. And I will say nice words. It's not going to happen. The Rav telling us here, first of all, remember that all the treasures, they exist in the treasury of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. If you choose to spread Kabbalah, if you choose to support and to help the Kabbalah Center to spread Kabbalah, and you become a partner with the light, with the Kabbalah Center, so we are all one, as we say many times, right? It means I need to start to check myself, to check my fears, to check my doubts that I have about money, about sustenance, about how I'm going to pay, how I'm going to finish the months, how, look backward. Thank God we're still here. Thank God you still have your house, you still buy food, you still pay rent, or maybe, you postpone it, but still it means the light giving us a lot of miracles. But we still can be where? With the fears, with the doubts, with keeping asking questions, how and how and how, or from where it will come. But the light telling us, just a second, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm the light. I have everything. You told me you want to be like me. So you need to behave like me. And if you're going to behave like me, I will give you everything you need. So why you worried so much? Why you in so stress? I don't have stress. I don't have worries in my system. The light says, telling us, because the light is the essence of the light is just pure sharing. So if we behave the opposite of the light, and we still have the expectation that the light will give me, how? Likes attract likes. I need to be like the light to receive from the light. So we have to start to recalculate, as we said at the beginning. We have to stop, take a few minutes, take a deep breath, relax your thoughts, relax your consciousness, relax your body parts, and start to pay attention to your thoughts. Listen to your fears. Check what moves you today. Who push your buttons? Why push your button? Why you have this button? What is the source of this anger, fear, doubts, whatever? What is the source? Start to ask yourself good questions that will help you to elevate your consciousness. We don't want to disconnect ourselves from the light. You know, time flies, everything is so fast. There is a lot of things that's going on right now in the world. Because why? The light is coming very strong to the world. So in a positive way, if the vessels are not ready, it's going to create stress in the vessels. So it means right now, if each one of us feel a little bit stressed from whatever area in his life, it means my vessel is not ready. What can I do right now to expand my vessel, that I receive more light? And every day we have to expand our vessel. We have to create a small change. Why? Because the light wants to give us more. So the light entered to the world even stronger every day. And when we're talking about money, we have to cleave ourselves with the treasures of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. But it's not enough just to ask, oh, Rabbi Shimon, please give me money, please give me sustenance, please. Yeah, we can ask. It's like, you know, the joke of the Rav used to say about this guy, that he's praying to the light and begging and screaming every day to let him to win the lottery. So the angels told the light, tell God, you know, please let him just win. We can't hear him anymore, you know, just let him win. So God told him, listen, I want to give him to win, but he need to send a ticket. He need to buy a ticket. He never buy a ticket and just asking, right? So when we just asking and we don't really do what we need to do, not what we think we should do, what we really need to do from the point of the rules and the tools. There are rules to this world. So how we have the expectation that one day the light will give me. Oh, the light know me, he will give me. The light love me. Yeah, the light love us, but like a good father, he tell his kids, do that, I will give you this. If you're not going to do it, you're not going to receive. Right? So the same way the light says, if you do your job, I will fulfill the vessel. If you're not going to have the vessel, I can fulfill the vessel. That's the deal. What do you want from me? You should do the work. So let's take this opportunity of this month, because this month we have a big opening of sustenance, of abundance, of real like treasure, fulfillment, you know. We want to download this energy every day to our life. And now when I can share it with others. I can share it with the world. Okay, so let's really like pay attention and take few minutes a day to meditate, to check my feelings, to work on my negative habits or negative attributes, to work on my fears, to work on my doubts, and to transform them into certainty. Beautiful.